everyone, it's KLLOOMS, and today I will be showing you how to make this original design of mine called the Swirl Stripe bracelet. I absolutely love this bracelet and it is one of my new favorite designs. I think it looks very cool. So in today's tutorial I will be showing you how to make this one, and it has the split look, and I also use pastel bands, which I will have a review up for these bands. So I'm going to be showing you how to make this bracelet with the split look like I just said. And if you don't like the split look, you can totally change it up. So this bracelet is reversible. So this is the reverse side. This is the signature side. And I absolutely love it. So let's get started. Today you will need any type of loom. You'll also need a hook. I recommend that you use a metal tipped hook, but if you do not have a metal tipped hook, you can use any other type of hook. I just recommend that if you have a plastic hook, you want to be very careful. And you'll also need some bands. Today I am using pastel bands for the pink lemonade bands in this bracelet, and I'll be using glitter white for the white in this bracelet. And you also need one C-clip. So you're going to take your first color, and I will be using my glitter white for this. So I'm just going to grab a few of my glitter white bands, put them over here. So I'm just going to grab my first bands, and I'm going to put a band on these two pins. And we are just going to be creating a zigzag. So now you want to place your next color, which I'll be using my pastel bands for. And you want to place it on these two pins. Grab your glitter white band again, and then you want to place it on these two pins. And we are now just going to be creating a zigzag, kind of like the ones that you use to make the single chain. So anyways, now you'll need to grab your next color, and you want to place your pastel bands onto these two pins, and then we'll place our next band on these two pins. So I'm going to grab a yellow band now, and I'm just going to place it on these two pins. Now I'm going to grab my glitter white and continue the zigzag. So as you can tell, we are just creating a zigzag, except we are alternating our colors. This part is totally customizable. Whatever you'd like to make your bracelet look like, you can just change this part up. But if you want to have the split look, like in this bracelet here, then you can just follow my steps. So I'm just going to continue the zigzag all the way up my loom, but I'm going to actually stop on this last pin here, not this pin. So you will find out what I mean in just a second. So we're going to stop at this pin right here, and we're going to grab our glitter white band, and we will be placing this vertically on these two pins. So now you can turn your loom around, and we can actually start the hooking process now, because that is just how you place your bands. So you just want to make sure your zigzag looks somewhat similar to mine, and now we need to place a cap band. So I'm going to come down to the bottom of my loom here. So on these two pins, you're going to take a color. It does not matter what color. I'll be using glitter white for this part. And you want to grab a band. And depending on whether your bands are stretchy or not, you should double loop the band. So if your band is super stretchy, pull out the band out and then twist it. And then put it back on itself, like so. If your band was not stretchy at all, then just leave it and do not twist it. So now we can actually start the hooking process. So the first thing you want to do is just find this band right here, and it should be the glitter white band. And you want to grab this band and you want to hook it over to this pin. So to show you what to do again, you want to grab the outside part of this band right here and then pull it over to this side. Now you're going to come up to this teal band here, grab the top portion, and you want to hook this down to this pin. So now we're going to come up to this pin, grab the bottom section of this band, and you want to hook it up to this pin. Now you can push this down, and then you want to grab the top section right here of the mint band, and you want to hook it down to this pin. So this is what makes the bracelet so unique, the stitching of the bracelet. So we're going to repeat that. So I'm going to take the bottom portion of this band and I'm going to hook it up to this pin. Now here, this pastel yellow band, you want to grab the top part, so right here, and you want to hook it down to this pin. Now moving up, we're going to repeat that, so I will show you how to do this 2 more times. You want to grab this glitter white band right here, but you want to grab this side, not the right side, but the left lower side, and you want to hook it up to this pin. Coral band, you want to grab this top section right here, not this one, but the one on the outside, and you want to hook it down to this pin. So this is the last time I'll be showing you how to do this. So come to the glitter white band and you want to take the side closest to you, which should be this side, and you're going to take it, pull it up, and then put it onto the pin right here. Now take the pastel pink band, you want to take this side, the outside, and you want to pull it down to this pin. So currently, if you have been following along, this is what your loom should look like. And so if you're confused, I recommend that you rewind and rewatch the previous instructions. And I'm going to fast forward this part just in case you want to watch and I will be showing you how to hook this last section here, so I'm just going to take this side of the band and I'm going to pull it up to this pin. And by the way, when you do this, your band should be twisting right here, so as you can tell, there's a cross. And now we're just going to be taking this side of the pink band and pull it down to this pin. So that's all we have to do for this stitching, and now we can actually start hooking the bands. So make sure your loom looks somewhat like mine. And if it does, you want to come down to this pin and we can start the actual hooking process. So if you place your bands like mine on this middle pin bar here, you will always be hooking pastel bands, and on this side, you will always be hooking the glitter white bands. So you want to go inside of this pin right here, grab the teal band, and you want to hook this band forward onto this pin. And then you want to go through all of these bands, grab the bottom band, this should be a glitter white band, and hook it up to this pin. Now go inside of all of the bands, grab the bottom glitter white band, and hook it forward. And I'm going to hook these 2 pin bars at the same time. So on this side, you want to grab the bottom mint band or the pastel band. And so here, you're going to go inside of all of the bands and grab the bottom glitter white, and you want to hook it forward. And on the middle pin bar, go inside of the 1 glitter white band, grab the bottom band, and hook it forward. So just gotta hook the bottom bands forward. So here you want to go inside, and we're just going to hook the bottom glitter white as always. So just going to grab this band and hook it forward. And on this pin, you want to grab the bottom pink band, and you're going to hook this forward onto the pin on top of it, so this pin. And here you want to go inside, grab the glitter white band, and you want to hook it into the center. Now we have to stick our hook through all of these bands, and there should only be 3 bands. And I'm going to drop a band on this pin, and I'm going to pick it up with my hook, and I'm going to pull it through. So now we have to attach a C-clip because we're going to be taking this off the loom now, unless you want to create your extension right now. So just attach the C-clip to these 2 links. And once you have done that, here's my C-clip by the way, we can take this off the loom. So I don't recommend pulling this off of your loom, so I'm just going to hook the bands off So I'm just gonna pull it up, take it off like this. I recommend if you have a plastic hook, you might want to use your fingers to take this off. And now I'm just going to take this off. And now this is what your bracelet should look like hot off the loom. So you want to stretch it, and the look of your bracelet should start to look different. And this is what your final product should look like. So now all you have to do is just add an extension and you are done. So I'm going to go quickly do that. So once you have created your extension, all you have to do is just look for the cap band, and you want to attach this end to your C-clip. So I'm just going to do that. So here is your bracelet. I hope you enjoyed making this swirl stripe bracelet. So this bracelet is reversible, and this is the reverse side. This is what I would like to consider the signature side. And here's the reverse side for this one. If you make this bracelet, make sure you tag me in your photo on Instagram and use the hashtag KLLOOMS so I can like and comment on your photo. And please subscribe, like, and comment. So I guess that's it. I will see you in my next video. Bye!